Hey everybody, Saba Jade here. Today we're going to do something special, so hang on just a bit. Go.
Still have to open the show notes.
Hello, we are the Damsels Game. The Damsels are three lady gamers who like to play games and then talk about them, or we used to. Tonight is special because it is the 1000th episode of Saba's Quest a Day series, which will also be the final episode. Just of a quest a day, she'll be back every once in a while doing a video for special things like new releases, blah blah blah, etc. etc.
Blah,
You
blah, blah.
fix up. Yeah, you'll fix that in post, won't you? Anyway, this week the Damsels game is sponsored by Yardley's fine handcrafted globs for perfectly roasted piece of meat. I screwed that up already. Anyway, if you want to eat meat on the run, imbue your cleavers, axes, or even your swords with one of their carefully constructed spicy globs, packing for a long trip or just something to chew during the day, don't wait on the drying rack. Their salty glob is just what you need for instant perfect jerky. I was going to say perky jerky, but that was taken. So anyway, Yardley's Fine Globs, check out their whole assortment today. I think they're going to be repeat business for us guys. We're going to definitely have them back. I nailed it.
You did.
I did.
They're gonna give us a bonus.
Yeah, The Damsels is recorded live on Thursday, the 23rd, 2024. Congratulations to Saba Jade.
Thank you.
So, it's jibber jabber time.
It is. So, have you heard the Division? There used to be a Heartland game. There isn't anymore. But there's going to be a Division 3
I did hear that.
next year.
Next year. They'll put it off.
Or
They'll
not
put it, it
happen
won't
at
last.
all.
They'll put it off. Yeah. Or that.
Because
That's fine.
there used to be a Division Heartland game.
Until I see something 20% off on Steam, it doesn't exist.
All right, I know this isn't in the we've been playing gaming thing, but since we're jibber jabbing, tell me about Baldur's Gate 3. I don't have it, never played it, but Rent said it's the greatest game ever. Is it?
It is really good if you like Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, we
There's
all
so
like
many
Dungeons
different
and
ways to
Dragons.
problem solve.
But is it the greatest game ever?
It isn't. But it's really good. It has fantastic story, voice acting. The combat is turn-based, so that's got a little bit of a learning curve if you are playing with others. Because I tried playing with Clankenbeard and it did not go well. Because he wanted to sweep the dungeon, move into the dungeon, plant flowers in the corner of the dungeon, wait for them to grow, water the flowers, and then we can move into the next room,
So
and it drives me
you're
absolutely
saying
bananas.
hare and tortoise here. You're
Yeah,
ahead.
exactly.
Got it.
Exactly. I'm just ready to move along.
And what did you think, Myth?
I thought it was okay. The only problem I had with it was the movement. I didn't like the way you move around.
Okay. So you didn't mind the turn-based combat?
No, I mean I get it. It's like playing tabletop. You sit there and wait for everybody to take their turn.
Okay. All right, and then the next game I want to talk about is Pacific Drive, because Myth and I played the demo, not together because it's a solo game, and I got sick. It's one of those games that it's in first person and you're sitting behind the wheel of the car, but it sounds like a cool game because it's a crafting game, but an apocalypse where you're the only one there and you go out and explore. But when you're building up your base is your station wagon, and you're driving all over the place. But you're seated too close to your steering wheel, and it just got me sick. But it sounds really cool. What did you think, Myth, since you played the demo? And did you buy the game?
I did not buy the game, but I really liked the demo. If it gets cheap, I'll buy it.
Did you even try it, Myth? I mean, Lessah?
No, I never knew it existed until
Oh.
2 seconds ago when you started talking about it.
Yeah, you should see if the demo ever comes back again, or at least put it on your wish list and see if it does come, because it sounds like it should be a really cool game, except for that making me sick. And then Lessa, have you ever heard of Moonbreaker?
Never.
It's by the devs who did Subnautica. But
Tell me more.
It's got a new twist on turn-based strategy.
Okay.
Inspired by tabletop RPGs and collectible card games. And it's made by the universe is created by Brandon Sanderson. He's into fantasy books and stuff. So check it out.
I will.
You may or may not get into it. And then the last thing I want to talk about in this section is about people who are trying to get into chill, relaxed survival games. So they don't want to be stressed out or creeped out all of the time. So they don't want to do a 7 Days to Die kind of thing. But they want to have good graphics. Good as in not too cartoonish. They can be a little bit of cartoonish. Do you guys have any suggestions?
Kalia.
Okay.
It's free.
That one has been mentioned.
Mm-hmm. I can't think of another one. Oh, you mean chill survival game. Right. Planet Crafter.
Okay, that one has been mentioned too. Yeah.
Oh.
That one's definitely, nobody tries to kill you there, right?
Just the environment.
Just the environment, yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Myth? You have any suggestions?
What's the name of that one where you're on top of the building?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about because I just picked it up. I Am Future Cozy Apocalypse Survival.
That is a good one. Both of those are great ideas. Planet Crafter and what Lessa just said.
Yeah.
Well, and Breath Edge. I'm having a good time in Breath Edge.
You know what? Breath Edge is fun.
But that you have to worry about dying from not having oxygen, right?
Yeah.
Yes. You just have to master your environment, comrade.
It is moderately stressful because you have to breathe.
Okay, one I'm going to suggest that something may or may not try and get you. Slime Rancher.
Oh, yeah, I played that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not really stressful at all, right? But you're trying to look for slimes, but...
You don't eat in that game.
Nope, you don't.
Okay. So it's more of a puzzle game?
No, it's not puzzle at all. You're just trying to be a rancher out.
You're just trying to survive ranching them slimes.
Yep, that's it. All right, so on to rumors and news. What do you think about early access games coming out after a decade? Like 7 Days to Die. It started in 2013, and in June it's gonna go to 1.0.
Wow, I'm pretty sure everyone that wanted it owns it already. So I'm not sure why they're coming out of early access, but good for them.
What does that mean then? If it's coming
means
out
that
of early
maybe they're
access?
done tweaking the game. And you know what I'm most upset about? They think they've fixed farming. They think they fixed farming.
Well, they're still going to do updates, right? So that doesn't mean they're done tweaking. I don't know. And then there's another one that I have on my wish list because I played the original, Wizardry Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. It's based on an old game. So it just came into early access last year, but it left early access just today, and they increased the price.
Of course they increased the price because it's out of early access now. How is it?
I didn't play it because, I didn't want to pay $30 for it.
Yeah, and now you're going to have to wait a year. It's going to go on
know.
sale in a year. It's all right. We have plenty of games. I have so many games to play. So I can wait.
All right, and then I want to say happy birthday to a couple games. Minecraft turned 15.
Oh, yay.
And Elder Scrolls Online turned 10.
No, I beg you, don't read that next line.
All
I just
right.
looked at it.
All
Lesson
right.
turns infinity. I read it for you.
I didn't read it.
I am not a game. Thank you. Happy birthday to me. Anyway, question of the show. Oh, Saba Jade. Big accomplishment or just plain stubbornness? You decide.
What do you think?
I don't
A little
know.
bit of both.
I think stubbornness, because this is Saba Jade's MO. She'll go into a game, she'll play the first day of that game when it's really rough and nobody's got anything and nobody's making it. She'll log out with the one item that you need to harvest all the important bits, and she'll never come back
Really?
as a
Does that
flex.
sound like me?
That is exactly you. So the fact that you have stuck with 1,000 quests in DDO is just really impressive, and shows it's a huge accomplishment in my mind.
I
I
think
think
it's
you should be really
1,000
proud.
days in a row posting quests. That's different. I've
Yeah,
done 1,000,000 quests in DDO.
1,000,000 in a row.
Yeah. Eh.
At least.
So why are we asking her how she's still alive? One of our questions is, how are
I
you
don't
still
know.
alive? Because you did all those quests.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
So
I'm not sure how I'm still
your
alive.
favorite character, the one that you like the most, how powerful is that character?
That would be Saba. And she has 125 past lives.
Wow.
That's crazy.
No, she's a baby compared to the most, the really uber players.
Really?
Honestly, yes.
And you're
Oh.
happy with her build, or?
Yeah. She also has 88 Reaper points. Again, just a baby compared to the Uber players. And yeah, I am happy with her. When Zazo and she's the one that I play with, Zazo. And when we go around, it doesn't matter what build we have going. He and I most of the time can do Reaper 6s, just the two of us duoing. Now, the Uber players, doesn't matter what build they play, they can do higher than Reaper 6. So that tells you. So Zazo and I are good, but we're not great. Okay?
I highly doubt that. How many characters total did you play during the 1,000 quest run?
Most of the time it was Saba Jade. Saba played, I think I looked it up. She did the quests, what are they called? The challenges over in the Evening Star. And then I did a hardcore character. She zoomed up to 20. So it was 3.
So you didn't play a quest every day, but you definitely posted a quest every day.
Correct.
So was there ever a time when you thought you might not make it, or that you fell behind?
I never fell behind. Because, if I was going on vacation, I made sure I had plenty of quests to get me through the vacation. The only time I thought I was going to fall behind was when, it was just recently, DDO went down for so many days in a row. And I didn't have enough quests. And they came up, whatever day it was, let's just say it was on Monday, I had quests through that day. So I had to quickly run a quest.
You had to scramble.
Yeah, I did. And it was like, holy crap, if they had one more day, if they had been down one more day, I would not have had a quest. I was like, you guys are so lucky, because I would have blamed it on you. You would have seen a post of me saying, it's all SSG's fault.
An angry face.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you stick with new, more popular stuff, or did you stick with stuff that was high XP, that was stuff that you wanted to do?
When I started out, I was doing them all. So, like, the first time, it was Saba Jade. And the first time I was going through, I had asked you guys, you probably don't remember. I said, what build should I do? And you said, do a quarterstaff build. So, Saba Jade. For the first, 130 no, 330, 340 quests. Was 1 to 32, her doing quarterstaff. Um, all the quests. I didn't, up to 32. Not all the quests, but, you know, a lot of the quests up to 32. And then I did the hardcore server because it came out when Sabaji was 32. And I just did quests on the hardcore server to get that character quickly up to 20. She wasn't trying to get max XP or anything like that. She just wanted to quickly get to 20. Then I decided to start doing themes. Like I did a character, Sabaji TR'd, and I did a vile chemist dagger thrower, and I went to 20 on her and went, this character sucks. So after 20 off camera, I quickly ran her up to 32, did a TR. And then I decided to do a saga series where I ran every saga in the game. And now we're done. Oh, then that got me up to 990. And there was
So, wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
You quickly ran a character up to 32.
Yeah, she was 20.
I don't think. Yeah. Oh, okay. She was 20. Okay.
Yeah, she was 20. And that was a
All right.
biochemist dagger thrower. And then I didn't want to put everybody through having to watch her go from 20 to 32 because she was just horrible. So I quickly did it off camera. Yeah.
All right.
I want to know. You said your one with 125 past lives is a baby. What do you think? Like, what is the most past lives somebody has?
Okay, hang on a sec. I can tell you what that would be.
Like there's a world record for this sort of thing.
Yeah, you can have
There's a
100
past life world record.
I think you can have 186 just regular past lives, and then if you add in the new things that I can never remember the name of them, it's like Acolyte of the Skin, Blightcaster. There are 18 of those right now. So add that. So over 200.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Well, congratulations.
I'm a baby.
Yeah.
Really good accomplishment. Big,
Thanks.
huge accomplishment.
Thank you.
Okay.
So let's move on, guys, to before we start.
Yep.
Oh.
So,
wonder what we're
we
got to
talk about the new Doctor Who, please. Please. It has some issues, but I am not disliking it. I don't know how to give it a better review than that. I really like the actor who's playing Doctor Who, and when I watch Doctor Who, I expect two things. Number one, dry British humor, and number two, bad special effects. So, the second episode of this new Doctor has exactly that. It has both of those things. It's
Okay.
excellent. The third episode has a musical number at the end and some breaking of the fourth wall. And I had to go. I was so disgusted by the breaking of the fourth wall. I had to go and ask Myth. I was like, does Doctor Who do that? Does he look at the camera?
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, and here's the other thing. You're producing a television show and you want to do a musical number. There's nothing wrong with that. But maybe don't do an original musical number that isn't good. Like maybe you should make it good. So that's pretty important. Right? You got the dry British humor, you got the bad special effects, you're done. No other formula is needed. Stop making it for what you think is a new American audience because Doctor Who has a baked in audience in America. You don't have to do anything weird.
No
Oh,
kidding.
and I told Myth this. I broke this news to her already, but Jinx Monsoon, who is was one of our favorite drag queens on Doctor Who's Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race, and is she's a villain.
Oh,
She's the maestro.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing these.
I'm looking forward to hearing your opinion. I like Doctor Who. I like his companion. I want to see more. I'm a little concerned about some of the things that they're doing.
wait.
That's okay. I'm still in it.
The last Doctor,
Mm-hmm.
I thought the acting was fine. I thought the writing wasn't up to
Yeah, I
acting.
I stopped watching it. I stopped watching Jodie Whittaker
Yep.
because it was so preachy. I didn't
Well,
need that.
it wasn't just that. Didn't think they didn't. I didn't think they did the series justice with the writing. So it was just a letdown.
Look, dry British humor, bad special effects. You don't need anything else. You just have to bake those two ingredients together and then give it to me. Done. Job done. All right, I'm done with that. We can move on to your
So Fallout,
Fallout series.
one of the most watched shows ever on Amazon. For those who haven't watched it yet, join the group.
Go watch it. It's really good.
Yeah, it's excellent. When I got to the eighth one episode, and that was the end, I was like, "Come on, I want number 9 right now. Give me episode 9." It is really good.
Oh wow,
Myth hasn't watched it.
I'm not.
Why haven't you watched it? The most watched show on Amazon Prime?
I know.
This is coming from the person who recommended UFO Cowboys to me,
Well, I haven't watched that
which
either.
I watched today. And
You did watch it?
Yeah. It's so bad, it's good. I will never get that
figured that.
time back.
I figured it would be like that. I haven't
It's-
seen it.
All right,
just
so
saw the ad.
I think they did a good
I don't
job
know. I
of.
kind of wanted to play the game again before I
Oh,
watched it. I saw Tay playing it last night.
Because then maybe you could appreciate it a little bit more.
Yeah,
if
yeah. I
you-
wanted to be able to say, "Oh, that's from the game." That's
That was no. The real experience. My poor husband sitting next to me on the couch with me screaming every 5 minutes and pointing loudly at the TV, going, "This is the game. This is the game."
so they did a good job of
They really
combining
did.
things from the game and then adding little new things. I think. So
I guess I could watch it, and then when I'm playing the game, go, "Oh, that's from the show."
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
from the show.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I think people who are into games or just into fantasy sci-fi stuff would like the show without playing the game. Because my sister doesn't read all this stuff or play games, and she enjoys shows like this. The one I live with right now.
What is Silo?
Silo is based on a book, another post-apocalyptic thing where people live in a silo underground.
Apple TV?
Yes.
Okay. That's why I haven't seen it.
One of the cool
What's
things
it?
about being a baseball fan is that if you get the baseball every year they give you 2 months of Apple TV for free. And that's how I watch this. So if you haven't read it, read the series. It's pretty good. I won't say anymore.
Okay. I think it's Myth's turn.
Yep. But the
I don't have a turn.
You do, actually. There's pink writing in the show notes. That can only be
I was
one
just
person.
making a list of what games I've been playing, trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about, and here's a list of games. So first one is Grounded, and we played Grounded all the way through, and now we're playing it again.
Mm-hmm.
So what's so good
Because
about
Grounded is great and amazing.
It actually is. It's linear, has a nice storyline, and it's got great graphics. It has a lot of creativity involved in it. It's a survival crafting game where you can build stuff and fight bugs and be small.
All right, just so we're going back to the cozy question that we had a little while ago.
Yeah.
If you wanted to, you could turn off the
Oh, right.
active bugs
Yeah.
and grounded
Yeah.
and still play the storyline.
Yeah, but
Turn
then
off the
bugs.
what?
You could turn off the bugs attacking you.
Oh, yeah, that'd be weird.
You
Yeah.
could and still
But
play
then
the story.
you would have to go and just murder bugs in that case because you have to have bug parts to do everything.
It's true.
Yes.
So that would be weird.
So they have a
That
bunch
would
of
be.
different options if you want to do the custom game where you attack the bugs and then they start fighting you, or you attack the bugs and they never fight you. I mean, there are a bunch of different options. Or the base game where you attack the bugs attack you when they see you, depending on the bug. Or
Well, they came out with an update which supposedly has completely revamped the ending where you get more choices, so we decided to replay it.
cool.
Yes. And Planet Crafter has multiplayer now. That's your
Yeah.
cozy survival game that you mentioned before.
I think Planet Crafter is a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. It has a bit of a slowdown once you reach the kind of the
It's
higher
not enough
tier
to
stuff.
do in Planet Crafter.
Well,
Yeah.
I think the building part is a bit of a letdown. Because, you put your storage out and you put your stuff into your house, well, we're going to call it a house, but your building. But there's not much to build. Like in Grounded, which you just talked about, you can put chairs out and all that kind of stuff, but you make this huge building in Planet Crafter, and it's pretty empty except for your storage and the place. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty big empty building, right?
Yeah, there's not a lot of crafting choices.
No. They need more of that.
I agree. Then we've played through most of all of Far Cry stuff.
Everything. Far Cry.
We've gone
3,
on and on and on about
4,
Far Cry 5, so we don't have to
Blood
talk
Dragon,
about that. But yeah,
6, New 5, New Dawn, everything.
Everything.
And even after all that,
we're waiting for the next one.
The best story, honestly, that got to me the most was Far Cry 3. Was that the protagonist, I think, that I've connected with. I think his name was Jason, right?
Yes.
There've been so many, but I was ready to do whatever Jason wanted to do. I was like, you want to kill everybody, Jason? Let's go kill everybody. It's
Poor
fine.
Jason. He was a sweet, innocent
He was innocent city boy.
baby. I mean, he was like 18 or something. He's just a child. Just sweet, innocent little boy.
Really?
Yep.
You don't consider him a rich kid doing his little parasailing over an island that he knows nothing?
I'm sorry. Do you have something against rich people?
He was parasailing over an island that he knew nothing about.
Oh, what?
Because he's a rich guy who thought he could do whatever the heck he wanted.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that offends you.
He learned the hard way.
Jason was not a warrior or a murderer or a rebel or anything. And
he became all three of those things.
Yes. Smashed onto this island, got caught by this crazy, insane guy, locked in a cage. The dude killed his brothers, and he had turned into this warrior. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a really nice transition from innocence to...
So the moral of the story is, before you go on vacation, figure out where you're going.
Yeah, maybe go to someplace a little more touristy.
I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that was terrible. Just terrible. Let's talk about Breath Edge.
Breath Edge is so fun. Everybody should play Breath Edge. Oh my god. That game is crazy, it's silly, and it makes it so much fun.
You have to interact with things in Breath Edge because the narrator, the AI in your suit, has something to say about every single thing that you touch.
Oh,
Saba, I am not going to recommend Breath Edge for you because you're too innocent.
He
okay.
doesn't
I'm
like
sorry.
silly anyway.
Yeah, you're far too innocent to play Breath Edge. Because the first time that you have to go down to this other dead astronaut
Yeah.
who's tied to a bed BDSM style and take a condom off his corpse so you can upgrade your oxygen tank, I think you would be out at that point.
So every
I
time I call
mean,
Myth in the middle of the night, she's playing that game.
Yeah, that's why she likes it
Got
because
it.
it's crazy. What's Tectonica?
um, Tectonica is kind of a factory building game, but there's a story, and you are inside of a planet, from what I can tell, sort of digging your way through it. Um, I want to say digging your way out, but I'm not exactly sure that's what you're doing because it sort of instructs you to go to different spots and um, repair these machines that are in there. And the girl in the computer that's telling you where to go keeps expecting there to be people at these places, and there are not any people. I think
Yeah,
they've
you
been dead
wake
for.
up. You were in a pod, and you wake up, and
Go ahead.
once you get to a certain spot, this woman starts talking to you. Did Lessa?
No, I'm listening. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to figure out what's this game is about. I
Yeah,
don't know.
and
It
so
doesn't matter.
she
I
directs
mean,
you to do
I
things.
I would just
It's a crafting
dismiss
game.
it. I would dismiss
That's
it,
that
but
is one that would be, I guess, a laid back game because nothing's trying to kill you.
Correct.
oh, okay. I should have listened to you guys more than a year ago, maybe two. I don't know how long ago it was when you guys were playing Horizon Zero Dawn for the first time. And I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I'll play that." And I never did. And then when I picked it up, I couldn't stop playing it. It immediately hooked me, and I had to finish it. And it was just a really great game.
It's a fun game.
And how dare you not make me play it sooner? Yeah, how dare you? I actually halted. I was playing Forbidden West, and I halted playing Forbidden West to go and play because we started playing Grounded, and whenever Grounded gets its hooks in you, you gotta go play it. So
That's true.
yeah, it is true. Oh, I can't wait to get into Raft, which we is the game that we are playing right now,
Right?
or as I call it, cleaning up the ocean. The game. It's never going to get clean. I don't know why we're bothering, but I think we're pretty
I
deep
think we're,
into the
Because that's
game.
how we craft
yeah.
things. If we didn't clean the ocean, we wouldn't have the beautiful raft that we do.
I've never been this far into this game.
Yeah, so I really want to see what is next. We found a big floating city, we killed some robots, we went into some high rises, and we bought a piano. And I really wish that I had been recording. We're gonna have to do a dramatic reenactment, I
I
guess.
thought you
Whenever I'm
did.
sitting there, because
Oh
you
no, you
you
texted.
push the numbers on the keyboard, and it plays the piano, and I'm sitting there banging on the numbers on my keyboard like a little kid. And Myth is like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, I'm playing the piano. Ain't you never heard good music before?" And she goes, "I haven't heard any yet." I haven't heard any
That
good
was
music
great.
yet. And I was like, "Oh my god, that was a savage takedown. That was amazing."
That was a myth.
I'm looking forward to playing more piano. Oh, all right, Myth. There's a lot of puzzle games here. I do not want you to talk about all of them. I want you to tell me what Cats in Time is.
Yeah. Well, there's this guy who invented a time machine, and somehow his cats got in there, and they got spread out all over the place in time, and you have to go rescue all the kitty cats.
Huh.
Oh,
Did
that
you?
seems like it's right up your alley.
Yep, I rescued all the kitty cats.
She
I
already
did.
rescued them.
Very
I
good.
did. I
She
played
was
a lot of
committed.
puzzle games, and I play them from beginning to end, and I finish them pretty quickly and sort of chew them up and spit them out. This is a very short list. I probably played a lot more than that.
So you you really want to play Helldivers too?
I do.
Uh, okay.
I'll have to think about that.
It looks fun to me. I watched some
It's
videos.
very tongue in cheek, the guys talking, so it seems like it would be a fun game.
Yeah,
And
it's a
what
little
is Foundry? Oh, sorry.
costly.
Foundry is
Um,
another one of those
it's
faction
another
games.
building game. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I played the demo, and I really, really, really liked the demo. And then they didn't come out with the game for months and months and months and months, and I got annoyed with them. But I kind of still want the game.
All right. Well, the only game that I really want to go on sale is Bigfoot, because you can play as Bigfoot with
'Cause
four
you
of your friends, where you
believe.
try to kill them, or you can have Bigfoot. Of course, I do. You have Bigfoot as AI, and like where he's trying to kill you, and it just seems really scary and like something I wouldn't want to do alone. So I would
Mhm.
drag my friends with me. It's a you, I think.
All
Remnant.
right. We had been playing Remnant before we were doing Raft, remember?
Yes.
And we hit a wall.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
And
god.
died
A
and died and died
boss
and
that we
died.
couldn't get through.
Yep. So eventually we want to play Remnant 2 because, if you can't finish Remnant 1,
If you
let's
can't finish
just do
Remnant Run,
Remnant 2.
move on to Remnant 2 is what I
Exactly.
say.
So Myth and I are waiting for it to go on a really good sale because you already have it.
Right.
And I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know if you guys remember, but we tried Small Land.
We did.
Yeah.
I remember that game. It is not uninteresting.
But it wasn't as good as
It's
Grounded,
no,
which we were
not even a
trying to
little bit.
compare it
Has
to.
no story.
That's what our problem
Has
with
no
it
real
was.
story. I had a real problem with that.
Yeah, it should
And
have a story. It would be better.
every area has the same mechanic. Gather these certain types of materials to make these certain types of things that you're going to need
I'm
for
pretty sure
upgrades.
we almost finished it when we played it.
All right, and then Astra Colony. I was playing that with Myth. Um, it's a building game, crafting building game in space, and eventually you go from universe to universe. We think we're still in the original universe, but at the end of the what do you call it? The tiers of
3.
crafting, the tree. Thank you, Myth. There's a Stargate thing, which is the last thing in the tree. So we think we're going to build a Stargate and go through. We're almost there. Almost there. All right, and then Myth and I played a lot of board games. One that we played together, regular board games, and they're all listed there. But one that we did together called One Deck Dungeon, which I also have the real board game, um, is a lot of fun. We don't do it often, but when we do it, we have a good time doing it, and we suck at it.
Fun. We do suck, but it is fun.
And that's okay.
Yep, we have a lot of fun doing it and strategizing how to get through this dungeon. We don't get through the dungeon. I think we got through once.
I'm not sure I understand all the rules yet,
We'll get there.
even though I've played it quite a few times.
Another game that I suck at, that Myth does not, that we tried together, was Biped.
Oh, yeah.
She's good moving her person around, and I am not, which is why we didn't do that very often. And then we did try one called V Rising, and we returned it because I didn't like the movement.
I don't
And
remember
Oh,
even trying
okay.
it.
So that was the thing, the movement, because I recently got gifted that game, so I'm going to play it for
it was
sure.
two things. It was the movement, and they respawn. And the respawn rate, I was waiting one place for Myth to catch up to me because we started out in two different locations. And
I have no memory of that game at all.
yeah, I was waiting for her to get to me, And I was just standing. I had cleared this area out. I was standing there, and it wasn't a couple minutes, and the things respawned. And it was tough getting the stuff down to start with. And I was like, I kill them again. I was like, hurry up, get over here. And they respawned again. It's like, that's just crazy. I'm standing here, and it's just minutes. And between the terrible movement and the respawn rate, it's like, this game is just crazy. No. But it gets great reviews. All right, and besides that, I played
Apparently, I got it for a really good price, though, because it's a lot more.
We did. Yeah. We got on a sale. So I did the Fallouts, New Vegas and 4, Far Cry 1 and 3, DDO.
Nice. Do you finished New Vegas?
No, I'm partway through.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not good at shooting. I'm terrible at shooting in both the Fallouts.
Do you use the V, the where you slow down time? And
No.
I never used that either. It drove my husband absolutely bananas.
Okay.
I never used it in combat. I refused.
Well, I try and use my
You should
Pip
stick
Boy
with
to do
Fallout New
things.
Vegas. It's a very good game. It's, in fact, it's a great game.
Well,
It's old.
I like both
great.
ideas, but I really like the beginning. I felt bad for the storyline at the beginning of 4.
Yeah.
It was just so sad. It's like, oh, how can they do that? You know. But, so the Pip Boy thing, you're supposed to be able to do stuff with shooting and everything, and it's like, why can I not get the handle of this? Whenever I do it, things attack me, and I seem to lose my health until I get out of the Pip Boy, and then I shoot better. Yeah. So it's like, Pip Boy, leave me alone.
Pip Boy, leave me alone. Leave it alone.
Yep. All right, that is it for me in gaming.
All right, let's move on to housekeeping. Oh, sadness. Thanks to everyone who joined us for the live show, which is something that I used to say when we had a live show.
Yeah.
So we actually still have a website, and Mythery tinkers around over there.
Yeah,
it's under construction. TheDamselsGame.com. One day she's just going to rock up and she's going to go, oh, it's fixed. I'm going to be like, what? What are you talking about? We have a website? And we also have the Damsels Game Twitch channel, twitch.tv/The Damsels Game, and the Damsels YouTube channel, which is at the Damsels Game 8007. I'm not sure what that's all about, but that's our YouTube channel for sure. And I have a TikTok. You should follow me before they bring TikTok down.
Yeah.
There you go.
Huh. I don't know if that'll really happen.
Is this how we sign off?
Doesn't sound right, does
Thanks
it?
for it doesn't sound right. We should go back and figure out how we used to end the show.
I have to go listen to something.
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
Thanks, bye.
Thanks, bye.
Have a good one.